Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here. And as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. I love it when it doesn't rain, so I can get out here and just enjoy relaxing at the end of the day. This is my spot. This is my man cave where I can take the rest of the world and just push it aside and just be down here with my thoughts and things. And everybody needs to find that one place that they can just get away and relax. And for me, this spot, I'm so happy that I built this thing. It was worth all the time, the effort, and everything else that I put into it, because this, like I said, is my spot. And in this spot, already in the short time that I've had it here for this season, it's been a lot of ups and downs. It's a lot of soul searching and thinking and all that. And I like to think that I'm a student of the game. I love looking back at what's happened in the past, because you can get keys to things you need to do now to do better in the future. One thing I believe is in team identity. We always think that everything that happens today is new and different than what happened in the past. But I dare say history truly repeats itself. And as I looked at this Cowboys team, the beginning of this year, our identity wasn't there. And I look at last year after Zeke Elliott was suspended, our identity wasn't there. And you can look at certain teams and they're doing things different than what their identity was. You can look at the Pittsburgh Steelers, for example, who haven't been back in the Super Bowl for a while, that is more passing oriented than the run team. The Steelers' identity was always great defense and running game that was complemented by the passing. Kind of similar to the Cowboys. You can look at the Raiders, and their whole philosophy was just win, baby, and it was airing it out. And Al Davis always tried to get back to that. That's why he was always trying to get the speed burner wide receiver and things. And the Cowboys' identity has always been the triplets and a great defense. But since the 90s, we have not had that doomsday defense. People forget that during the 90s that the Cowboys had one of the best defenses in the NFL. In fact, the number one rated defense. They knocked your block off. They didn't apologize, and they took the ball away, and they sent you home to mama. And that was much the same as back in the 70s. The doomsday defense. You had Randy White, the manster, half man, half monster. You had Hollywood Henderson, the original mouth talker, trash talker. You had Ed Too Tall Jones. You had Harvey Martin, the beautiful Harvey Martin. You had guys out there that basically didn't give an F, and they were coming to knock your head off. And that's what I see with our defense right now. They're young. You look at that pass rush, guys like Antoine Woods that nobody expected about, Malik Collins, even Tyrone Crawford seems rejuvenated. If David Irving can get his head right and deal with his issues off the field, that kind of guy is like Ed Too Tall Jones. Literally, he's got the height of him. You look at DeMarcus Lawrence, who is half man, half monster right now. Guy gets 3 quarterback pressures every game or more. The guy is literally on a mission over the course of the last 2 years when people thought he was done. He's a bust. He has been hell on earth. We've now got that piece. And you see, Zeke Elliott had been running great this season. Dak didn't seem to be quite there, missing a lot of things. But it was because we were missing that third component of our identity, Amari Cooper. If you look back at Troy Aikman, do you realize Troy Aikman only had one season of 20-plus touchdown passes. And I know everybody's going to say, well, that was a different era. Yeah, well, you know what? Take a look at the Atlanta Falcons that were doing the run and shoot and how many touchdown passes they had. Take a look at Jim Kelly with the K-gun and how many touchdown passes they had. Look at the San Francisco 49ers and look at how many touchdown passes they had. But you understand, what made that offense great was being able to run the football with Emmitt Smith. And when teams got 8 and 9 men in the box, you're hitting an Alvin Harper, you're hitting a Michael Irvin, who is creating separation, who is stretching the field. So we had two of those components, a quarterback who wasn't turning the ball over, needed to work on his accuracy. You had Zeke Elliott, but you didn't have that wide receiver. Now you've got Amari Cooper. And we've seen already, he's becoming the playmaker too. It's funny because people said, he drops a lot of passes lately in Oakland. He doesn't seem to care. But I got to tell you, right now, he cares. He's having fun. He's excited. And he is looking to do more. And he's looking for that contract to get paid. So you're going to see a lot more stuff out of him. But we are still missing that one piece. That one piece is the tight end. When I watched the game, and as I've watched all season, when defenses put a lot of pressure on Dak Prescott, he looks a little bit lost. Now, Amari Cooper is becoming that go-to guy because he can catch the ball and he's getting separation. But you'll notice that Dak will have a tendency to kind of get happy feet, like he's looking for something. He's looking for that something. And I didn't remember seeing that in 2016. And I realized exactly what it was. And it's the same component that the Dallas Cowboys have had whenever they've been great. And that's that security blanket, that tight end. Troy Aikman had Jay Novacek. When everything was breaking down, when the timing was, when I didn't have time to throw it, when that rush is there, he could know I can throw it to Jay Novacek, and he's going to take and bail me out. Roger Staubach had Mike Ditka, which was one of the first real pass-catching tight ends, as well as Jackie Slater. Now, Jackie Slater gets killed for the drop in the end zone in the Super Bowl that would have won it. But if it hadn't been for a catch that Jackie Slater had made weeks before, they wouldn't have been in the Super Bowl. That was that security blanket. And in Dak's rookie year, he had that in Jason Witten. We don't have that just yet. Gosswam was beginning to start playing better and better, but still wasn't quite there just yet. And that, my friends, is the missing piece. And I think the key for the Dallas Cowboys to truly have the Dallas Cowboys identity back. You know, Amari Cooper is the deal. You can see him literally fake defensive backs out of their knees. You know, Zeke Elliott can run the hell out of the rock. You know, when this offensive line's healthy, they can open up holes just like the Great Wall of Dallas. But the security blanket is what's missing. If we get that, guys, you're looking at the Dallas Cowboys of old. At least in my mind. But then again, what do I know? 3 weeks ago, I was saying the Dallas Cowboys season wasn't over. Yeah. This is my spot. And I do a lot of thinking out here. I want to thank you guys for watching the Jobu Sports Report. Don't forget, I actually have 2 channels. I've got Cowboy Jobu that you're watching now, and I have the Jobu Sports Report. And I am working on expanding what we do and doing new things. So continue to watch. And for the Eagle game, which we may need to circle the calendar for, we will be in Dallas for that game. And we'll be with Cowboys Experience. So if you guys are interested in being part of hooking up for an autograph signing with Drew Pearson as well as some of the current players, I don't have the list of the players that are going to be there right now, go ahead and leave a message on here. I'll put the link up in here for Cowboys Experience, because we're going to have a ball. We're going to have a tailgate on Sunday. We're going to end up being part of the autograph signing, and we're going to be bringing you coverage like like I've never brought to you guys before. And I'm excited, and I look forward to this thing growing even more. And I want to thank you guys, because if I had not gotten the support that I have from you, I wouldn't be doing this. So this one's to you guys. I'm Mark Holmes. Can't wait for the next day. I'll see you guys soon.